All right, now we're going to move on to the guided practice. This is page 250 in your Envisions workbook. The page number is also at the bottom of my screen. Page 250. So after watching the visual learning video, we are going to be using the break apart method for this lesson. So let's look at problem 1. The directions say subtract. Use partial differences. Break apart the number you are subtracting. Show your work. So number 1 is 54 minus 26, and it's partially done for us. So the first thing they did is they broke apart the 26 into 10s and 1s. So in my number 26, I have 2 10s and 6 1s. So 2 10s is 20, and then my 6 1s. So my first part, the two numbers that I need to subtract first, after doing that step, is subtracting 54 minus 20. It's over here for us. 54 minus 20. So let's go ahead and let's solve that. 4 minus 0 equals 4. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So now that I have subtracted that, I need to break apart 6. The reason why I want to break apart 6 even more is because in my number 54, I have a 4 in the ones place. So I want to find what plus 4 equals 6. Or 4 plus what number equals 6? Because I want to subtract that 4 out to make it easier for me to subtract. So 4 plus 2, or 2 plus 4, equals 6. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 2 there. So now I have 4 and 2. So I have 34 over here. What should I subtract from 34? The 4 or the 2? The 4, right? So I'm going to subtract 4. 4 minus 4 equals 0. 3 minus 0 equals 3. So I subtracted the 4. My last step is now I still need to subtract the 2. So I'm going to subtract 30 minus 2 equals, well, I could count back 30. So 30, 29, 28. So 30 minus 2 equals 28. So 54 minus 26 equals 28. Let's go ahead now and let's look at problem 2. So problem 2 is 53 minus 18. So my first step is to break apart the 18. So my number 18, I know I have 1 10 and 8 1s. So I have a 10 and 8 1s. My next step now is to subtract these two numbers, 43 and 10. So I'm going to go ahead and write my problem over here. 43 minus 10. 3 minus 0 equals 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. So I get 33. So now my next step is I still need to break apart my 8 even more. But if you looking at the ones place in 43, I have a 3. So I want to know 3 plus what number equals 8? Because I want to subtract that 3 to get a tens number. So 3 plus what equals 8? 5. So now I'm going to have 3 and 5. So now looking back at our problem, we have 33 over here. So what should I subtract from 33? 3 or the 5? 3. I'm going to subtract 3. 3 minus 3 equals 0. 3 minus 0 equals 3. So now my last step is to subtract the 5 because I just have the 5 left. And 30 minus 5 equals, well, if you count back 5 from 30, you have 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. So your answer is 25. So now let's look at your independent practice. For your independent practice, you are going to be breaking up apart the second number, so still using that method for problems 3 through 8. So if you look at it, some problems are reversed, they're flipped. Do not let that trick you. So for example, you have what number, or you have the answer equals 32 minus 13. This really is just 32 minus 13 equals. They just flipped it around. Again, this is just 61 minus 47 equals. So if it helps to rewrite the problem below it, you're more than welcome to. So 3 through 8, break apart method. Let's look at number 9, higher order thinking. Tina found 53 minus 27 by breaking apart the 27 into 23 and 4. Does Tina's way work? Show another way you could break apart 27 to find 53 minus 27, then find the difference. So this problem is just really asking you to solve 53 minus 27 equals. So remember, you're going to break apart the 27. Like we did in the guided practice. When you are done with your independent practice, this page right here, please remember to take a picture and